Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. What am I going to do with this? I'm looking at myself right now. I can sort of see myself. I don't have my contacts in. I'm like a shaggy dog. People would die to have hair this thick. By the way, this is my hair after I straighten it. I think I'm going to have to thin it out. So, I want to talk about miracles today. I hope nothing's sticking up. Okay. I'll talk about miracles today. What is a miracle? Alright, so you know that I constantly tell you we are one energy, right? So I want you to really think about that. If we are one energy and everything, high, low, frequency, is still a part of us, and we're sharing in an energy, which is why we struggle so much with the feelings and all the stuff that we do here, is because we're still connected to that lower vibration. That's why it's so important for all of us to raise our vibration. Even the people in the highest, most enlightened state still pick up on that stuff because we're one energy. Everything out there picks up on it. We're not separate. So an enlightened person still gets affected by everybody else's energy. That's why the Dalai Lama says, if you're around bad energy, walk away from it. You're not here to fix it. Dalai Lama said that. Walk away from it. Get away from it. It's draining and it will affect you, and it can be something that will challenge you that you don't need. Sometimes there's challenges we don't need, right? Don't be putting yourself in those situations. So back to miracles. Okay, first of all, I got to put my plug in. If you're interested in internet marketing training, that's how I support my writing career. I learned how to use the internet for automated income. Free videos, click here. Okay, back to miracles. I have to do that because YouTube took our annotations away. I used to put up there that said, hey, this is what this is. So, miracles are not separate from you. Miracles are not something you get awarded because you really need them badly. Miracles are not for pure beings only. Miracles are not for people who finally have an epiphany and get it. Miracles are for everyone. You can have a miracle even if you're on the lowest vibration. Now, here's what's going to happen. A lot of times miracles are happening if you're in a low vibration. You don't even know it. You're so not tuned into it that stuff's sitting right in front of you and you don't recognize it because you're expecting an angel to float down and bonk you on the head with some wand. It doesn't work that way. They're always here all the time. Miracles got their names because we separated ourselves so much from the fantastic that we can do every day that we name it a miracle as something special that rarely happens because we don't believe that miracles are something that we can do every day. It's a miracle, and it was usually somebody else coming in performing the miracle that you could have performed anyways yourself. And and the reason why it worked is because we believed that the person performing the miracle had higher powers than us, and that's just not true. Now there are other kinds of miracles. Somebody comes back, from a horrible illness, or a miracle somebody gets saved from in an accident. That's still you communicating with the unseen force. It's not really the other side. I say the other side sometimes, but in all reality, it's right here. It's you. It's flowing through you. You are the miracle. You can produce miracles anytime you want. We don't believe it, and that's why we don't use it. And then all of a sudden you'll have an epiphany, or you'll connect to something and you feel it. I'm in that state right now, by the way. I had an epiphany the other day because I took my own mentoring course. Can you believe that? I still keep improving from my own course. I took it, and I had this unbelievable epiphany. It just was mind-blowing. And it took me to another level. And I was able to release still some lingering beliefs that still would creep up that I recognized all the time, but amazed that they're still there. A lot of stuff never goes away. That's okay. Just don't react to it. Don't believe it. And it's tough because if you're in a low, energy level, or, you have a bad day or whatever, sometimes it's easy to reconnect to that. It's waiting. This is waiting for its entry. Well, if we can eliminate it, which is rare, but if you can, it's like, this baby's not even showing up. That belief, that thing that creeps up that tells me I can't do something, or, I have to do A before I can be. Mine was, I have to suffer before I can achieve a higher level. By the way, I know that's not true, and I don't adhere to that, but that old belief of hitting bottom to go back up, that can be a pattern for most people, by the way, because they get motivated when they hit the bottom, or they believe that they have to suffer to get anything good. That's a very typical habit, pattern of a lot of people. And that was ingrained in me as a kid. So you get rewarded, when you struggle, when you suffer. You might have that. Did you have parents like that? They'll help you, but only when you're struggling and suffering. So you grow up later on believing that you have to struggle to achieve new great things. So you actually almost self-sabotage yourself. Well, I wasn't doing that, but those feelings still would appear, and I was like, why does this keep showing up? I don't even like that it's showing up. Even though I don't react to it, it's still there. So I went through my mentoring course, and when I really recognized it, there was a lightness that came over me, and it was pretty mind-blowing. And it's gone. It's gone. I feel lighter. I feel like I've recognized it so deeply that it's such a false belief. And you can take anything you're thinking right now, anything that you get excited about something, and then you go, oh, I can't do this. This isn't for me. This is for other people. I tell you all the time. I hear it in internet marketing all the time. They get all excited, and then when it doesn't work the way they want it to, and they realize they actually have to put more work into it, that this is a real business, this is the real deal. You can really change your life. It's not like, magic. Then they quit because they doubt themselves. The doubt comes in. I can't do this. I know people do well in it, but I'm not going to. Because so you have to put the work in. And so somewhere back here, something clicks in and says, that's not for me. I'm going to go find the easy thing, or I'll go work for somebody else. And then your dreams go down the toilet again. And then you're unhappy, and then you go seek the dreams again, and you do it all over again, right? Looking for a quick fix. Well, I'm here to tell you that you have access to miracles. You don't have to play that game if you don't want to. It's all your choice. Everything's your choice, all of it. So what can you do? You can recognize that miracles are simply you accessing the energy of which you are that has no limitations to what it can accomplish. The miracles are not granted by God. They are God. And you are part of that energy. And you get the choice to create a miracle. It's just all there. There's no decision making or judging or deciding whether you deserve it or not. You're doing that. So somebody who says, I'm not deserving or whatever, and then Jesus comes in the room and says, by the way, made all the people that didn't believe, made them leave the room. Why? Miracles don't happen to non-believers. When you believe, that's when it happens. That's all it is. That's the open gateway. That is the secret ingredient to a miracle. Let go of the beliefs. Accept it. Open up. It's boom. It happens. So the people that were in the bottom, rock bottom place in their life of, illness or whatever, even death. He's brought people back from the dead, right? no matter what their situation, because they believed that Christ had those powers, which he did, but so did the person laying there in the bed. They were open and believed that and were receiving of it. And he was able to do these things with those people because they believed him. And they believed that he had that power. These things you shall do and more. He's telling you, you don't need me. You can do it. And he's demonstrating that you can do it. That's what he was all about. Look, people, I'm one of you. I'm suffering. I go through stuff. But I am connecting to what you are. And I'm telling you, you are gods. You are all gods. He uses those words because that's what people back then could relate to. I'm telling you, you are all power. You are all limitless. You are all under a veil, if you're feeling anything other than that, that's stopping you from accessing that information, and you're doing it. You're the one putting the veil up. Yes, it's an accumulation by stuff, but we still have to take responsibility. You did it. No, mom and dad didn't do it. You did it, because nobody makes you believe anything. Nobody makes you feel bad. You made me feel bad. No, I chose to feel bad based on what you said, because what you said hit me in a bad way because I'm still believing garbage. The ego still believes that I'm not worthy, or I'm not, smart enough, or that I'm not. And so whatever that person said is just, boom, hitting that thing that you're still believing. They're not making you feel bad. Somebody could sit here and say anything they want to me, and if it was bad, I'd laugh. I laugh at some of the bad comments that come over, the ones that are just, I guess people try to, that makes them feel powerful when they can sit on their computer and this and that. And I laugh because I know what it is. It's coming from their pain and their lack of self-esteem. Because people want to feel good, and sometimes they need to knock somebody else down to do it. It's just a total power ego thing going on. So when that happens to you, smile. You wield the power. So do they. They're just not using it. They're using it in the worst possible way. Walk away from negative energy, right? So, miracles. Remove the veils. Why don't you ask for one today? Command it. See, if you have a problem with me saying that, ooh, command it, that sounds sort of like, please may I have a miracle? There you are again, thinking it's outside of you. Today, I'm going to experience a miracle. Something beautiful. What is it going to be? I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Ooh. Yeah, I think a really awesome opportunity that's going to bring abundance in. Something that I'm going to really love doing, and I'm going to make a lot of money doing it. You have a problem with that too? Well, then you don't have the money consciousness. Watch my video by Ernest Holmes, Creative Mind and Success, the money consciousness. You're separating money, evil, whatever. You're putting it over here. It's keeping it away from you. You can have fun and enjoy life and invite miracles in and have financial abundance. You are much more valuable to this world in that state than you are suffering and broke. Now, you could be broke and not suffering and be extremely valuable to this world. But if you're suffering from it, that's not helping you or anybody else. So, money or no money, it's about your state of being that counts. Some people, they don't care about the money. That's great. I don't really care about money. I just know what it can do. And I have so many big plans. And I want to do all those things. And I'm a big giver. I'm a really big giver. Constantly. Ask any of my friends. So, I love that. It feels good. You can do that. And if you're financially set, you can do even bigger and better things. So, stop making these rules. These blocks, they're all the blocks. You have access to miracles. What are you going to do? And when this fabulous thing happens, say, yeah, it was a miracle. I ordered it. Because it's not outside of me. There's no other person or entity making a decision. Now those entities can help with that miracle, but you're still conducting it. You're still orchestrating it. Your angels, your guides can all step in. That's why, people get saved from car accidents. They're connecting to your energy because you're not ready to leave yet. And so they step in and make that happen and guard you and protect you because you're already dictating that to the universe that you're not going to leave. You're not ready to die, or you're not ready to be, terribly hurt. You're actually still doing that with all the other entities and energies that work with you. Not from the other side, but here, right here. They're not separate. They're part of you. We're part of them. You're part of God. I know, it's tough. We're so told that we're separate peons. That's a choice too. Sending you light, love, abundance, healing, joy, and peace. Go order a miracle. Namaste.